Hello and welcome back to the video on the Wrestlers Week and to another edition of Smackdown Out of 10. And yeah, there is lots going on at Smackdown at the moment. Yeah, you don't realise how close it is, but the Elimination Chamber is literally next weekend. I think that's kind of flown up to us. But yeah, there's obviously lots going on with Roman, Sammy, and all of that, and yeah, plenty of other things as well. So let's get straight into it. Paul Heyman was out, and he said he has some spoilers for Elimination Chamber. He noticed Sami Zayn becoming Universal Champion is impossible, and the titles run deep in the Anoa'i family. Titles only been around 6 years, mate. Sammy showed up behind Paul Heyman, who noticed him after a bit, and Zayn laid out the facts. The bloodline was falling apart, and Roman was a tyrant. Sammy added that Roman was on his way out and had 8 days left as Universal Champion. Sammy hugged Heyman and said that he would be the one to take down Cody Rhodes. And yeah, this was brilliant promo from Sammy. Heyman as well, we all know how great he is, but Sammy laying down the mark with a really great promo, and it all tied into stuff later on with bloodline falling apart and all of that. And yeah, I'm just so excited for the match. Great stuff. But the first match of the show was Drew McIntyre and Sheamus versus Hit Row. McIntyre and Adonis kicked off the match, and Drew got some big moves early. Dollar then dragged Drew out of the ring before Sheamus was tagged in, and he dropped Adonis before getting a big drop kick. Sheamus went for the beats of battering, but it was almost blocked when Dollar rescued Adonis, but took the beating himself. Sheamus got white noise, and Drew hit the Claymore on Dollar before Adonis took the bro kick and went down for the free count. And yeah, this gets 6 out of 10 from me. You know, it kind of just felt there really just a win for Drew and Sheamus to be put over as tag team wrestlers. I guess it did the job. But yeah, there was no real feeling in it for the fans except for Drew and Sheamus picking up an easy win. So yeah, unfortunately, it's 6 out of 10 from me. But anyway, Jimmy Uso then called Jay to find out if he was showing up for the title match later in the night. And yeah, obviously a mystery. Will he be there or not? Watch later. Carmen Harris then took on Lacey Evans on SmackDown, and yeah, it was another squash match from Lacey, who was doing push-ups and showboating. She got some strikes before locking in the Cobra Clutch for the easy win, and yeah, this gets a 5 out of 10 from me, to be honest. I mean, like, yeah, Lacey Evans picking up another win, you know, doing all of the push-ups and all that sort of stuff. I mean, like, yeah, all of her past gimmicks haven't really worked out, so yeah, I just don't think this will, unfortunately. It's a shame, but yeah, it's kind of the way I'm thinking at the moment. Jimmy Uso was still trying to reach Jay, but still got no answer. He told this to Heyman, who refused to back him up in the ring. And yeah, speaking of the bloodline collapsing, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville then caused a fuss backstage, and Adam Pearce put them in the match later on tonight before Jimmy Uso made his entrance alone, but at the last minute, Jay showed up, and we moved straight into the Usos versus Strowman and Ricochet. Jay and Ricochet kicked off, and the Usos were in control early. Ricochet got an elbow before Braun came in and isolated Jimmy. Ricochet was sent outside before Strowman ran Jay into the corner. Braun took Jimmy down at ringside before Jay came in with a dive. Ricochet got an earful off a shooting star back in the ring. Braun was in control and got the running pass now on Jimmy before Ricochet got the swanton, but the pin was broken. Strowman charged at Jay outside, but Jay dodged, and Braun went through the barricades in the ring. Ricochet got another shooting star, but Jay came in with a frog splash and picked up the W. And yeah, this gets an 8 out of 10 from me. Not after the match, Jimmy asked Jay if he was still with the bloodline, but the latter just left. And yeah, that's why I guess an 8 out of 10 from me. Not necessarily for the match. The match was fine, but yeah, I mean, it was all the stuff after the match and before it. Would he show up? Would he not? Where does his allegiances lie? And yeah, that was the real storyline here. The match was fine, but yeah, still so many questions unanswered. And yeah, I think a lot of them will be answered at Elimination Chamber. This was great. 8 out of 10. Natalia was out next and talked about Shayna Baszler breaking her neck. She called Baszler a cheap knockoff version of Ronda Rousey and made fun of her before Shayna walked out. Shayna was unhappy and brought Ronda as backup. They attacked Natalia in the ring, and Shotzi tried to help her, but it was thrown out. Ronda set up a knee strike, throwing Shayna before Natalia was driven out of the ring as well. And yeah, there's been rumours over the last few weeks of a Shayna X Ronda tag team run potentially culminating at WrestleMania. It seems like that's the direction we're heading in. And yeah, no issues with that. I guess it's something new for Ronda. Hope it's disease. But for the first thing, did it really hit the mark? Probably not, but that's because you know, Natalia, I'm not really invested in her as a character. I haven't been for years, but you know, I'm definitely intrigued to see where it goes. Sami Zayn showed up backstage when Jay was on his way out and told him he would take Roman out of Elimination Chamber. Sami told Jay that he didn't have to go down with him and thanked him for his decision at the Royal Rumble. Sami acknowledged that, he acknowledged Jay, and they fist bump before SmackDown continues. So Sami Zayn Jey Uso kind of in both spots with Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns, and yeah, it just makes it so intriguing to see where it's going to go. And yeah, I can't wait to see where it goes. But anyway, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville then took on Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Deville and Liv kicked off the match, and Sonya was then into the corner early on before Morgan got some hip attacks. Deville then got a near fall off a big knee shot before tagging Green in. Green dropped by Liv by the hair before Sonya accidentally threw her down. Raquel was tagged in and she hit a Texana bomb before Liv came in as a finisher on the Green for the victory. And yeah, this gets a 5 out of 10 from me. I mean, like, yeah, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are such good showings in the Royal Rumble. I really thought they'd do a bit more than them. But, yeah, I mean, like, just a meaningless tag team match here, to be honest. Yeah, they've kind of had no impact on any of us, I don't feel. So, yeah, it gets a 5 out of 10 from me. Charlotte was in a backstage interview and she spoke about her upcoming match with Rhea Ripley before it was time for our last match of the show. Karrion Kross vs Smackdown Out versus Rey Mysterio vs Santos Escobar in a number one contenders match. Kross and Mysterio went after each other as the bell rang, as did Moss and Escobar. Moss was sent outside before Kross and Escobar tried to take each other out. Kross was sent outside and Escobar faced Mysterio, who missed the 619. We got some dives on the outside before Escobar got an earful in the ring. Ray came back and took Kross down with a DDT before Escobar got a Phantom Driver. Ray got the 619 before Scarlett got a distraction, allowing Kross to get back in control, but Kross got the cross hammer and Escobar took out Kross. Madcap came in with a flying elbow, picking up the W. And yeah, this gets 6 out of 10 from me. I mean, like, Madcap Moss, yeah, I don't know, he just hasn't done much recently. I don't know if he's been built enough for him to win this match, really, and take him as a credible challenger, which, to be honest, I don't think he has. And yeah, the match wasn't bad. Of course, it wasn't with the 4 people involved, but yeah, I just felt like this could have been a bit more, and I'm not totally convinced on the winner. So yeah, it gets 6 out of 10 from me. And before SmackDown went off the air, Paul Heyman told Jimmy that Roman wanted the Usos to stay off TV next week. So is Jay going to show up and not follow Roman? What will they do together? Yeah, so many questions, can't wait. But anyway, overall this week, SmackDown gets 6 out of 10 from me. And yeah, I thought it was a good episode of SmackDown this week, I have to say. Yeah, the Bloodline storyline just continued. Subtle little instances, you don't know what's going to happen each time. That's what makes it so good. There's some decent matches on there. Not all the booking decisions I'm in favour of, but you know, on the whole, there was some decent stuff. But anyway, guys, that's it for you. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, subscribe, and find a show for daily wrestling news and subscribe to my channel. Greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.